All right, guys, we've got a real quick video for assignment number 7, section 2.2. Again, we're splitting it up. This is what we're going to do when we come back. Wednesday, 10-7 is what this one goes with. So we're talking about the x and y intercepts. So find the x and y intercept. You have a couple of problems. One, I think, is standard form, and then this one here, something like this. So here's the idea. You have a y-intercept. You always have a y value for the y-intercept, but your x is always 0. And then if you look at the x-intercept graphically, you always have an x value for the x-intercept, so x equals whatever, but your y is always 0 because you're not traveling up or down, you're staying right here. Same thing with the x-intercept, you're not moving left or right, you're staying right here on the x-axis. So the y-axis. So since I'm staying only on the y-axis, my x equals 0. So how do we transfer the fact that it's always 0 for x for the y-intercept, and it's always 0 for the y for the x-intercept? Number one, just remember this. If you're looking for the y-intercept, the opposite x will be 0. And if you're looking for the x-intercept, the opposite y will be 0. So let's just break it up into two problems. We want our x-intercept, and we want our y-intercept. And so we know that for a y-intercept, for an x-intercept, y will equal 0. And we know for a y-intercept, x will equal 0. So we just kind of use our power of substitution. Y is going to equal 0, so then I get negative 5x plus 3. And I get 2 equals 4 times 0 minus 6. So this is going to disappear because it's 0. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of the fraction. So I get negative 5x plus 3 equals negative 12. And then I'm going to move my numbers around so we get negative 5x. I'm going to subtract the 3 from this side. Negative 12 minus 3. Negative 5x equals negative 15. X equals 3. So my x-intercept is at 3 and 0. Okay? All right, so that's what I found my value that goes with my x-intercept. So now let's look at our y-intercept. Our y-intercept, negative 5 times 0 plus 3 over 2 equals 4y minus 6. So I look at this and go, okay, well, we've got 0 here. So we've got 0, which is plus 3, so it's 3 over 2 equals 4y minus 6. So now I don't need that 2 again, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Don't forget, the whole thing gets multiplied by 2, so we got to distribute that in. So we're going to get 3, and we're going to get 2 times 4y is 8y. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. I'm going to rearrange things. I don't like my variables on the right side, so I'm going to subtract my 8y over here. It's going to give me negative 8y. And I'm going to subtract my 3 to this side, which is going to give me negative 12 minus 3. Okay? Now, from there, I'm going to finish the math up, negative 15. And I'm going to divide both sides by 8, negative 8. And I get my y. So my y equals, this becomes a positive. So now I have my y equals 15 over 8. So my y is going to equal 15 over 8. And I have now found my y-intercept. So backwards, y-intercept, x equals 0. Solve, get you your y-intercept. X-intercept, y equals 0. Solve, get you your x-intercept. That is a video for assignment number 7, section 2-2, Wednesday, 10-7.